need. Oh, Sandwoman, bring me a dream. You know I want big steps at that green. Sandwoman, come on and shout. You know we can't go on without you. Bring me a dream. You know that I like lots of green. No, I guess that matches up. All right, right back. Oh, Sandwoman, bring me a dream. Life is not as chill as it seems. Oh, Sandwoman, bring me a dream. Life is not as kind as it seems. Oh, what's up, Robbie? How are you? Welcome in. Happy Saturday, y'all. It says say chill, selecting, sedated Saturday. We're not gonna do too much. Truly, we're just gonna chill. We're gonna talk about the news, have us some morning coffee. Let's go crazy. And Netflix does have WWE. They really becoming a powerhouse. I like WWE too. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, mainly women's WWE. The W in the WWE. So I'm gonna take that as you're excited, Robbie. Taking that as you're excited, I'll accept it. Do you think they're going to give us some more WWE reality shows? I remember I was a fan of the Total Divas franchise, so I would love if they brought that back, allowed us to see the behind the scenes with our women and whatnot. Like we all know, it's scripted fights, you know, but it's fine because movies are just scripted fights. But I'm still enjoy that too. This is like play fighting. Literally, if you go to a theater and they're fighting, play fighting. I love that. So I would love if we've got some more behind the scenes type steezes and everything. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. If you could leave a like, that would be amazing. It's a dated Saturday, so let's turn it up. All right. Hello, Kylie. Hello, Joey. Hello, Samantha. Robbie said no. No what? No what? WWE not fake. It's not fake. It's real people, real injuries, real things. But things are written for them the way they go to go the way they go. I love it though. DC fake, but I'm still watch it. I'm like, hello? Doesn't make sense to sit over here and act like it's not what it is. But one more like call, then we're gonna get into this coffee. Thank y'all so much for being here. You can go ahead and like the live. We're gonna get into a lot of things today, from Netflix WB to Trump's audacity to just all different things under the sun. This is gonna be a very exciting hour, okay? Oh, Samantha, I know. I'm a fan of WWE. They playing movies all the time, but I'm still gonna watch that. Hello? don't make a difference. Fake or not, it's still getting my view. If you're not a fan, Samantha, that's fine. I'm still gonna watch it. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. I think my wish would be for Netflix to fully dive into, hold up, we just got gifted. Give me a sec. Ow, Jesus. YouTube, I really gotta update. I mean, I gotta email YouTube, tell them they need to put these on here so we can see it. Thanks, Sonic fan, for the happy poop. I'm excited for this lovely morning of our Lord's Day, the Sabbath day. Okay, the real first day of the week. Okay, period, Lloyd. Talk about it. Real Sabbath day. That's why we're going to be chill today. We're just going to discuss the things that we're interested in. We're not going to be doing no work. We're just going to relax. R&R. Get a great start. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. All right. Go ahead, put these up too. While I'm here, Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Keep the Tupperware intact. Best way to go about it. Now these I have no defense for. None. It's a real day of joy, a day to give real praises unto our Lord for saving, for sharing us and giving us their holy salvation in the King Christ, okay? Period, okay? Let's praise this day, be blessed and rejoiced in it because God gave it to us. Amen, amen. It's perfect for the holiday season, you right, for sure. Perfect. I love it. I love the wood aesthetic. I love it. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. All right, now to figure out which cup we're going to do for today. Because yesterday we did Jack the Skeleton. Cool, loved it. But I think today, because I'm on a more serious timing, I don't know. Should we be whimsical or should we be serious? I'm going to let y'all choose. So technically, they're both kind of in the same range because they're both whimsical. Now, I was going to get one of my black cups, but why not have a Christmas cup? Now, this is my boyfriend's cup. You know, name starts with a T, and we have a Santa hat on it. So, you know, we could do that one, or we could have Jack the Skeleton. Now, I feel like Jack the Skeleton be always just like giving. It's very small, very concise. So when I do put my coffee in here, I really feel like I'm in a cafe. I'm getting all my servings, you know. I don't have to trip on nothing. But with this one, it's kind of big. I feel like I'm dedicating myself to something. This is more hot cocoa chic, low-key. Because if I drink this much coffee, I don't think we're going to get out of here today. So actually, this is gonna be the second option. What's up, Lily? Good to see you again, girl. Happy Saturday. We're just gonna be chilling today and relaxing. I'm fixing my cup of coffee like always. You know how I do. Very simple things. But welcome in, Lily. Very good to see you. How do you feel? Thank you. Adios, bitches. But also, hola. Hola, everyone. ¿Cómo estás? Now, Lily, how do you feel about the Netflix WB deal? You know, put your like below, put your comments below. Let me know how you feel. Which cup? Because I'm trying to choose between, you know, if I want to be serious today or if I want to be whimsical again today. We drank out of Jack the Skeleton yesterday, so we can, you know, double back. But I just didn't want to overuse him. You know, I didn't want him to become dated. I haven't seen that one before. Which one? Are you referencing Jack? I'm going to assume you're referencing Jack. Honestly, I'm doing all this and I know I want to drink out of Jack. Let me stop. Yeah, well, it's actually Nightmare Before Christmas. It works for Halloween and Christmas. It's a twofer. So we're going to get our heavy whipping cream, of course. It's the whip basis. And now we have, is this vanilla caramel? No, it's just caramel. So now we have this. And we're going to put more creamer than we have of our whipping cream, obviously, because that's the main taste that we want. Also going to do a little sugar because we don't know if the sugar is going to be all, if the cream is going to be all we're hoping for. What's up, Kobe? Welcome in. How are you today? Happy Saturday. Just a little bit. I kind of just mind measure. Not too crazy. I think today I'm going to go a little off my rocker. I'm going to do a drop of vanilla extract. Just a little drop. Nothing too serious. Nothing too serious. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Copy link. Also, y'all, if you could go ahead and watch my previous video on my channel, I would really appreciate that. Also, go ahead and like the live if you like what you're seeing. If you like the kitchen, you like my hair, you like the shirt, you like the way the sun is beating on my beautiful black skin. If you just like that we chilling over here, go ahead and like that live. Thank y'all so much. Now, like I said, we're going to go ahead and do that one little drop of vanilla extract. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Appreciate you, Quantum. Appreciate you. One little drop. Now, I hope that drop wasn't too much. Okay. Okay. Now, we're just going to froth. But first, I'm going to go ahead and have the coffee get put into the cup. Obviously. Thank you, Lily. You always liking live. Lily, you want to be promoting the live today? You want to remind people to like it every 5 minutes? Just tell them like and subscribe. Like and subscribe with a cute little emoji, but you don't have to. You don't. Gotta add some more water to this pot. Because I hate when it tells me, oh, add water, oh, I'm drowning, please help me. Oh, y'all, I also You have a mod next to you, but I don't recall who you are. Is this Lafayette? Did you change your name again? No, this is not Lafayette. I think this is a totally different person. Though, I know I wouldn't give you a mod unless it was serious. But that means that you managed to escape my no male mods rule. So this would have had to be before I got into beef with that nigga. It's very good to see you, LA. How are you doing? Where have you been? Because that's what mainly shocked me. Where have you been? Where have you been? I gave you mod respectfully, so where have you been? Now that we've gotten that out the way. Jesus Christ. But thank you for showing up. It's just, where have you been? I will start my shit, because a lot of shit has gone on. And if you won't be a mod, you're going to have to be responsible. So where have you been? You can't just show up to your job after 3 weeks and it's, hey, boss. Where have you been? What have you been doing? Are you okay? How was your Thanksgiving? How was your family? You just gonna pop up like a weasel and just do nothing? All right, Lily, thank you so much for coming through. Appreciate you, love. All right, let's get this coffee started. Oh, no. Wrong one. Wrong. There we go. LA. My name is Alex, not Bay. And honestly, since he's back, Loki gotta take that mod away. Cause like, nah, nigga, you ain't just gonna leave for months, come back with a screwdriver next to your name. And it's just like, everything is the regularly scheduled program. No. Especially because ain't no male mods. I don't allow that no more. Like this is crazy. I don't think I've seen your ass in like 2 months. Man. No. Oh, period. I'm glad I did that one little setting on YouTube. You can still do your job though. You can still do your job though without the screwdriver next to it. That's how you win me back over. Well, probably not. Cause ain't no male mods. The men messed it up for themselves over here. The only man that's allowed to mod is my man. My man, my man, my man. And that's exactly why you got your motherfucking heart removed. I mean, your, that too. But your screwdriver. My name is Alex, not Bay. Perfecto. Now y'all know what we gotta do. I gotta froth it one more time just to make sure. Gonna do one more frothing process on everything. It typically takes me on average 20 minutes to make coffee. Why? Why? All right. What am I trying to do? Yes, I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all. There are no male mods allowed. Do y'all think I'll be playing when I say that? When I set a rule, I stand by it. The only male mod allowed is my man. And you especially can't be a mod if you don't even mod. I have not seen you in 2 months. Like, no. But we're not gonna do all that today. I've already said what I said, and it's done. What old boy say from Harry Potter? The end. Done. The end. Done. The end of story and goodbye. Yep. But what's up, JMG? How you doing today? Don't concern yourself with things that ain't got nothing to do with you, though. Okay? What's up, AJ Summers? Oh, so you got your mod removed as well because you don't listen. I've already explained why it's been removed. I removed it respectfully. Alright, now we're gonna froth again, y'all. Alright, JMG. Alright. Kissing you baby. Alright. I'm glad I get on something. Shoot. Somebody needs to get on your ass. Your inconsistency, irresponsibility. Ooh, I know y'all seen that. I know y'all seen that. I know y'all seen it. Deal with that later. I'm showing the brother some support here. That's fine, James. You do it. Because he not going to get support from me. Showing up months late to my shit. Don Chacho, thank you. Which one is this one? Oh, no, that's not the one I wanted to use. Ignore that. Let me see. I guess I'll use this one. Thank you, Don. Okay. I had pulled this one out, too. Oh, that was just for the water. Okay, y'all. Let's move back to the main room. I got a new stand, so that's why this is like that. I want to see if I could put y'all on the other side. Honestly, I think that works. Yay. That works. Man, it's supposed to be freaking open. Y'all can even see my laptop a little bit better. Hey. Okay. Yes, I'm very bougie. I'm glad y'all know. Okay. But JMG was just making some cream for my coffee. Just some cream for my coffee and coffee. You know, nothing too crazy. Oh, wait. I gotta go back. Okay. Have to make sure everything was working correct. All right. So we have a good amount of topics I want to discuss today. Just some news topics, and obviously y'all can still. Oh my God, that is so good. Ooh, yes. Y'all can still make sure y'all, do the poll. I'm gonna go look back at the poll, see how y'all feel about it. Okay. 67% are saying it with the sale. I can understand. Okay, so we're gonna start this off. with Sydney Sweeney. Y'all know Sydney Sweeney. Cassie from Euphoria, old girl, the one that did that American Eagle ad talking about some good genes and blue eyes and white pasty skin, all these different things and this and that. She has come out. Let me get my actual math correct. American Eagle, Sydney Sweeney, because I want to get a proper timestamp. How long ago this was? July. July, August, September, October, November, December. It's been 6 months. Okay? 6 months ago, she did an ad that a lot of people across America found very offensive or just very regressive, where she was saying that the best genes and the best way to be is white. And it was just like, what are we talking about? Also, y'all make sure y'all liking the live. Thank you very much. So, can y'all hear me? Because I don't want y'all this far if you can't hear me. One's in the chat if this is good audio. Because if it's too far, I'll just bring y'all back and you can be right here instead of that far. If you can hear me, please let me know. One's in the chat. I don't want to go further unless you can hear me. Okay, I was seeing some likes, so y'all can't hear me? Even though I asked for ones, but okay. I'm low-key nervous because I feel like I'm too far. What if y'all can't hear me? Okay. This low-key even better. Okay, so I for sure know y'all can hear me. Okay. Okay. I don't like that background. I do not like that. Now we can step into my office. Make sure y'all liking the live. Thank you very much. We're going to get up to 50 likes today. No games. Okay. There we go. I think this is good. I think this is good. Thank y'all so much for being here. Okay. So it's been 6 months since she had that very insensitive, outdated, regressive, and racist ad come out. And so she released a press statement last night at around like 12 a.m. Let's get into it. Discussing. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. That's what we're doing right now. I'm gonna pin it for the time being. Okay. Months after her American Eagle campaign sparked a backlash, Sydney Sweeney is addressing the fallout around the ad's public perception. The two-time Emmy nominee. What is she nominated for Emmys for? What did she do? I know it's not for nasty ass Euphoria. I know you lying. Uh, let me see. No. Sydney Sweeney Emmys. What she got an Emmy nomination for? Of course. Why wouldn't they nominate her for her role in Euphoria as a slutty teen? This is crazy. And the White Lotus. This okay, you know what? Let me just program. Let me proceed. All right. The two-time Emmy Lord, the two-time Emmy nominee recently said she was honestly surprised by the reaction to her Sydney Sweeney Has Great Genes campaign, which drew controversy and accusations of veiled racism upon its release in July over the use of jeans as a double entendre for jeans. I did it because I love the jeans and I love the brand, Sweeney told People. I don't support the views some people choose to connect to the campaign. Many have assigned motives and labels to me that just aren't true. Sweeney explained that she leads with kindness and felt the need to clarify her stance following a recent interview question on the topic that went viral for her response. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm always trying to bring people together. I'm against hate and divisiveness. In the past, my stance has been to never respond to negative or positive press, but recently I have come to realize that my silence regarding this issue has only widened the divide, not closed it, added Sweeney. So I hope this new year brings more focus on what connects us instead of what divides us. I find it very convenient and very interesting that you waited until two films you were in flopped before you addressed something regarding racism, especially when those two films. Thank y'all so much for being here. If we could like the live, get us up to 30. Thank you so much. Especially with two of the films that you were in being heavily promoted to white people. So obviously you didn't find urgency in addressing the public, or you didn't find it important that you make sure you tell people, no, I love people. I do not believe that white people are dominant in genes. I do not believe that I have the best genes. I, as in, white people. And this is not something that, we need to be promoting. I'm very sorry if this is what everybody interpreted from this, but when I got the script, this is not what I saw it as. I saw it as a funny gag, da 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 da. But you waited 6 months until two of your films came out. I don't even know if y'all know she was in this one biopic called Christy, but it was about one of the first popular female boxers and everything, which is a white woman, but boxing's for all races and everything. But obviously, this is going to be something that white people pick up more. It's a white woman, white boxing, da 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 da. Nobody was talking about that, and I believe it flopped at the box office. And then we get to I think it's The Housemaid that she's in. That's made from that Freedom McFadden book. Where is it? Yeah, The Housemaid. That's made from that Freedom McFadden book. Thank y'all so much for being here. If we could like the live, thank you so much. Like the live, get us up to 30 likes. Get us up to 30 likes, y'all. Thank you so much. Them likes on the side ain't nothing. Likes, the actual thumb. The actual thumb. Thank you so much. The actual thumb. The actual thumb. Thank you so much. But after The Housemaid, which I believe, let me see. Kissing you. Three. Can the housemaid save Sydney Sweeney's career after three box office disasters in 2025? Mind you, I thought she was only in two. This was three? This was three? Oh my. After the recent string of releases of films that Sydney Sweeney is attached to, it seems like the actress's career is heading in a downward trajectory based on the box office response, at least. So far, including her recent film, Christie, Sweeney has been a part of two other films titled Americana and Eden in 2025, and we ain't heard shit about them. So again, I find it very interesting that now you want to come out and speak about how, and I quote, you lead with kindness, and I have come to realize that my silence regarding this issue has only widened the divide, not closed it. No, girl, it's widened the divide in that bank account. That's what it's done. You see, everybody gets to loving people when that money comes. Man, the shit is sick. It's sick. It's sick. It's sick. Especially considering they had asked her on camera. They asked her on a red carpet, how do you feel about this? And she said, I choose not to speak on it at this time. You choose not to speak on if somebody's asking you if you're racist or not? Answer the question. Do you believe that white people have dominant genes over every other race? It's a yes or no question. It really shouldn't be a question at all, but you're the one that proposed it. You proposed this theory. Trifling. No, absolutely not. Speak on. Absolutely not. Oh, but you surely can't hear me, right? But you the same one that came up in here and asked, was it on mute? Yeah. Yeah. Fuck out of here. Anyways, it's just real convenient. Them Caucasians get real convenient when the cash is getting real concise. Real convenient. And that actually moves us into the next topic, being treacherous Trump. Treacherous Trump has said you no longer can get into the national parks for free on MLK Day or Juneteenth Day. The days that celebrate black people, no. You must charge. You must charge. You must pay. Hey, it's rare to see you on Saturday, but I'm in the house with the kids. Hey, Bobby, thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, you with the kiddos? You with the kitties? Aw. Tell them I said hello. Tell them to sub. Actually, no, don't. I think you got little kids. Don't. But tell them I said hello. But this is crazy. So let's get into it. Trump administration alters national parks free entry days, cutting MLK Day and Juneteenth. The Trump administration has changed which days Americans can visit national parks for free next year, removing Martin Luther King Jr. Day and Juneteenth, and adding President Donald Trump's birthday, which falls on Flag Day. Not only do we have to sit over here and pretend we give a fuck about flags, we now have to pretend to give a fuck about Donald Trump's birthday. Oh, this is crazy. He is treacherous Trump. He does not care. He does not care. Jesus King, thank you so much for reminding us. Thank you so much for coming through. Oh my Lord, y'all. The Department of the Interior made the changes last month, designating those 2026 dates resident-only patriotic fee-free days. Resident-only patriotic fee-free days. Excuse me, y'all. Other changes include adding the 4th of July weekend and President Theodore Roosevelt's birthday to the list, while removing the anniversary of the Great American Outdoors Act in August and National Public Lands Day in September. Who does this man think he is that we want to celebrate him and talk about him and see everything that got to do with him all the time? We're going to go to the park on his birthday? Ain't nobody think about going to the park on Trump's birthday. This is ridiculous. Ain't nobody certainly think about Flag Day. I have never celebrated a Flag Day in my life. In all 24 years of my living, I have never celebrated Flag Day. You know what I do? I pull out a soldier rag. I don't know about no motherfucking flag. I pull out a soldier rag. Pull out your soldier rag. Pull out your soldier rag. Pull out your soldier rag. I don't know what this nigga is on. Like, hello? Also, make sure y'all liking the live. What we doing? What we on? Like the live. Like the live. Like the live. Thank you. Like, this is freaking crazy. This is freaking crazy. And so another headline I wanted to get into was Michael Jordan testifying against NASCAR. I had to like reread it because it's just like, what? What? Bobby said they eating Captain Crunchberry. Oh yeah, that's the best too. It better have some vanilla almond milk with it. You gotta get all the fixings with that. Mm mm mm. Yum yum yum. What's up, Tempt Black 5060? Thank you so much for coming through. Make sure you like that live so we can find like-minded people like yourself. Michael Jordan testifies in NASCAR lawsuit calling the racing body an unfair monopoly. My God. NASCAR's management structure is unfair to its teams and drivers, with money and power in the hands of people who don't risk life and limb on the oval, basketball legend Michael Jordan told a court on Friday. Testimony from Jordan and the daughter-in-law of Pro Football Hall of Fame coach Joe Gibbs highlighted courtroom action Friday in a federal antitrust case accusing NASCAR of operating as a monopolistic bullies. I ain't never heard of that. Monopolistic bullies. Okay. Um One, obviously mono is one. Poly being like people. What is it? Monopolistic bullies. You subbed. Thank you so much, Tim Black. Literally, reparations for Black America. Give me a like. One like equals one reparation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Monopolistic. Oh, wait, no, we're no longer discussing that. So let me remove that. Unpin. And bring back my other vid. My God. There we go. Always got a promo. Always got a promo. Monopolistic. Let me see. Monopolistic competition is a market structure in which companies compete against each other by offering products or services that are only slightly different. As a result, no single product or service dominates the market. Okay, and he said that they're operating as monopolistic bullies. Okay. Okay, so Jordan opening up his own NASCAR business. That's what we get to this. Okay. Someone had to step forward to challenge NASCAR, said Jordan, a co-owner of 23X1 Racing, or I'm not sure if that's a Roman numeral or not, so excuse me. Jordan explained that NASCAR needs to be more like the NBA, with a mutually beneficial partnership between the league and its teams. If you share responsibility, the healthiness of the sport can grow, he said. It needed to be looked at from a whole different perspective. That's why we're here. Drivers are risking their lives to race with no insurance or union protections, according to the former North Carolina Tar Heel who won 6 NBA championships with the Chicago Bulls. I never saw the NASCAR CEO Jim France drive a car and risk his life, Jordan said. Even though 13 of 15 NASCAR Cup Series teams have signed the 2025-2031 charter agreement extension, those organizations had no real choice, according to Heather Gibbs, chief operating officer of the Joe Gibbs Racing. Before Jordan took the stand, Gibbs told the court that signing was the only option in what amounted to a take it or leave it situation. As if you have a gun to your head, Gibbs said of her team's decision to sign. Even though JGR is one of the sport's most storied organizations, storied organizations, Gibbs said profits have been hit and miss under the current NASCAR system. Some years, not every year, she told a NASCAR attorney asking if JGR is a moneymaker. Three of NASCAR's top five drivers, number two and three-time Daytona 500 winner Denny Hamlin, number three Chase Briscoe, and number five Christopher Bell, race out of JGR's stable. Despite the massive stakes on the table and the occasional tough words, both sides were remarkably cordial to one another in court on Friday. Mm-hmm. When the NASCAR attorney finished his cross examination of Jordan, he told them that the all time great, my 9-year-old thinks I'm pretty cool today. Jordan joked that the NASCAR attorney should have been laced up in the former player's famed height tops in court. Ha! You're not wearing your Jordans today, Jordan quipped. Oh. Gag me. Jordan said, I don't know how cool you gonna be, because I don't give a fuck if you cool to your kid. You're not cool to me. You're not even wearing my shit in front of me. How cool can you be? This is very interesting. So Michael Jordan is going against NASCAR because he and those a part of, what is that? JGR. Even though 13 of NASCAR Cup Series teams have signed the agreement, those organizations had no real choice again. They had to give chief of JGR. Okay, yeah, that's Joe Gibbs Racing. Okay, so JGR and Jordan. Appreciate your family first. Can you like that live? Share so we can also find like-minded people like yourself. Thank you. So JGR as well as 23X1 Racing, being obviously Michael Jordan's racing company, are going against NASCAR because they said NASCAR is running a being monopolistic bullies, and they only want to have one major racing company. That way they can make all the money. Interesting. I found out something very new today. Something I also thought was funny, but it's just because, like, y'all know British people, they don't get as like violent as we do. I mean, obviously they're humans, they can get violent, but up in America, we can't go one day without a school shooting, unfortunately. I just kind of thought this was low-key a breath of fresh air. Tower of London closed after custard and apple crumble thrown over case containing UK crown jewels. These are the acts of terrorism that they get to face in Britain. They don't have to worry about actual Americans storming the U.S. Capitol, going to a mall or a movie theater, shooting it up, going to a school or something, no, let's go throw custard over. Let's go throw custard over the Jews. Get custard and apple crumble over the Jews. The Tower of maybe I can do a British accent the whole time. The Tower of London was closed after a video appeared to show activists smearing food on a display case containing one of Britain's crown jewels. Police said 4 protesters had been arrested following the incident just before 10 a.m. on Saturday after reports that food had been thrown onto the case containing the state crown. Officers worked closely with the City of London police and security officers, and 4 people have been arrested on suspicion of criminal damage. They have been taken into custody. The tower has been closed to the public while the police investigation continues. Maybe I should show y'all a picture so y'all can see how funny it is. Custard thrown on crown. They got a whole video too, but I don't feel like doing all that. Custard thrown on crown. Look how they did it. Should remind me of them cheese fries I ate yesterday. The tower has been closed to the public while the police investigation continues. Historic royal palaces said the crown jewels were not damaged during the incident. It confirmed the site had reopened after closing temporarily as police investigated. Footage posted on X showed a group gathered around the display case before hurling food and dousing one side of the case in yellow liquid. Britain is broken. We come here to the jewels of a nation to take back power, one of the protesters say. Take Back Power, which describes itself as a civil resistance group, posted the video on X and claimed responsibility for the protest. 2 Take Back Power supporters covered the glass containing the crown jewels, and Custard and Apple Crumble read a statement on their website, which refers to the organization as a new nonviolent civil resistance group. This website calls for the UK government to establish a permanent citizens' assembly, a house of the people, which has the power to tax extreme wealth and fix Britain. The case contained the imperial state crown, one of the crown jewels kept in the high security museum at the Tower of London, one of the city's oldest landmarks. King Charles III wore the imperial state crown as he left Westminster Abbey following his coronation in 2023. It was made for the coronation of George VI, whatever the freaking Roman numeral that is, in 1937, closely modeled on a crown made for Queen Victoria in 1838. They said I could give a fuck about the crown. I don't give a fuck about the crown. Cover the crown and custard and apple crumble. I don't care about the crown. We come here to destroy the crown. They come here to destroy the crown. We are tired of the crown. The crown makes us feel like clowns. The crown makes us feel like, oh my gosh, I just realized I did not set a goal this whole time, bro. What the? That is so. Okay. Like, I mean, gotta be. I'm gonna just set it for 30. Because, oh my gosh. I'm not set a goal the whole time. It's crazy. I feel fly like a bird in the sky. That actually scared me. All right, I'm back. Had to go ahead and, promote it live. My day is going good, though, family first. Thank you for asking. Thank you for being here. Another news report. Let's get on into it. Never give a 2-year-old Crunchberry in a Ziploc bag. Bobby, you got a 2-year-old? I ain't gonna lie, Bobby. You gotta wrap it up, man. Ain't you like 50 plus? You got a 2-year-old? You know you too old for that. Even I know not to give a child anything in a Ziploc. Shoot, Bobby. It's glad to meet you too, family. It's glad to meet you too. All right, American playwright Jeremy O. Harris arrested in Japan on suspicion of drug smuggling. Those convicted of drug smuggling in Japan can face a multi-year prison term. Y'all, they got one of our Americans. They got one of our peoples. Oh, even more of our peoples. He's black. We really gotta stop eating cereal altogether. What you gotta get cereal? Nigga, I ain't never giving up my Frosted Cheerios. You have to pry them out of my cold, dead hands. Crazy as fuck. All right. A prominent American playwright and actor, Jeremy O. Harris, known for his Tony-nominated Slave play. He's black, by the way, but just that's the only play you can think of, my nigga, but okay. Has been arrested in Japan on suspicion of smuggling the psychedelic drug known as ecstasy, officials said Saturday. Boy, you got arrested for ecstasy. Ecstasy. Harris was arrested in Naha Airport on Japan's southern island of Okinawa on November 16th for an alleged violation of customs law when officials found 0.78 grams of the crystallized drug, also known as MDMA, in a container of a tote bag he was carrying, according to Okinawa Regional Customs spokesperson Tatsunori Fukada. Harris, 36, you're 36 years old. I ain't gonna lie, dude. obviously I don't do MDMA. Don't do drugs, y'all. I smoke weed. Um, as a smoker, 0.78 grams. I think that's probably like 7 hits right there. Just like on blunt standards, 0.78 grams. That's like 7 hits. So I say this to say, couldn't you have like taken it? Like, I don't know how ecstasy works, but couldn't you have taken it before you had to get on the flight? You had to bring it to you with you on the flight, because now you may be faulting a multi-year because you, I guess, couldn't tough it out and do 0.78 grams. I'm just like, this is actually kind of crazy. Um, Harris 36, and that's the thing. Like, you 36, you couldn't like, yeah, you should, family, because I'm married. So you should probably chill. If that's how you're gonna be, you need to go ahead and get off of here. Thanks. Harris 36 had left London's Heathrow Airport 2 days earlier and transited in Taiwan's Taiwan International Airport before arriving in Naya for sightseeing, Fukada said. Okawana is a popular resort destination with mild weather throughout the year. Fukada said Harris was arrested on the spot and taken into custody by the Tumashura police, which filed a criminal complaint to the Naha District's prosecutor office Thursday for further investigation and possible indictment. The authorities did not find any other drugs in his luggage and believed the MDMA was for his personal use. Another, which is why I don't understand how, however you taking your ecstasy, I think that's something you put on the tongue. Boy, you couldn't do your little, like, that's crazy. They are still investigating, Fukada said, while adding that whether Harris made any comment on the case could not be released. Police declined to confirm the details. Those convicted of drug smuggling in Japan can face a multi-year prison term. Harris burst into the art scene with Slave Play, written while he was still a graduate student at the Yale School of Drama. It premiered off Broadway in 2018, inciting controversy and even a petition to shut down the production with its provocative mix of race, class, and sexual taboos. How are you doing sexual taboos in a slave play, my nigga? You see, it moved to Broadway the following year, earning a Tony for Best Play, but did not win an award. In addition to small acting roles, he's cameoed as himself on a rebooted Gossip Girl and served as a co-producer on several episodes of the HBO hit series Euphoria. We get down to the nitty-gritty. So you who I gotta blame for them nasty ass, just incestuous and just predatory and just vile scenes up in Euphoria, obviously was something called a slave play. Let me look this up, because YouTube got everything. So let me look up this slave play. Let me see. I don't understand why people would want to violate laws overseas. Due process is not guaranteed as in the United States. I am with you, Bobby. I don't get violating laws overseas. Laws that you probably could not even understand or comprehend. First of all, they're not even in English. So ain't no way you know all the laws. It's the fact that I know a good amount of the Bill of Rights. I don't know every law on the Constitution. I don't know every single thing. And I'm an American. I've been here 24 years of my life. Now, that's something I plan to do. I'm going to like go through it, see all my rights, see all my laws. I do feel like that's the right that we do have. You know, what my ancestors worked for. So I say that to say, even I don't know all the laws that we have in America, but obviously just living, I'm going to understand things, you know? If you are a visitor in another country, you don't know anything. So I just don't get living and operating the same way that you do from where, let me slow down. I don't get operating in the same capacity in which you would if you were at home. That doesn't make any sense. Clear as day, if you go to a stranger's house, you should not be doing the same things that you're doing at home. This is not your house. I don't get it. Oh, really, Bobby? So you have a 24-year-old and a 2-year-old, Bobby? You get around, man. And I know you said you was married before, but it's just like, damn. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. I just don't get that. And now you have to concern yourself with the fact that you may stay in this other country for just doing something in America. You know that some people along the way have already let me see. have already kind of, turned a blind eye to. Thank y'all so much for being here. If we could like the live, get this live up to 30 likes, that would be amazing. Getting in trouble for something that, people in America have already turned a blind eye to, because a lot of people in America do that. Like, that's real fucked up. It's real crazy. I have a 23-year-old, 19, 11, 7, and 2. Bobby, that's a lot of life, sir. At least you had a break. Clearly your 23-year-old and your 19-year-old grew up together. Love that. 11, 7, and 2. You kind of gave yourself a break, but oh, ain't no break with that 2-year-old. And they just hit 2. Treacherous 2s. Oh, Bobby. Bobby, please, Bobby. This tab is sleeping to save resources. This tab is playing audio. That's hilarious. Okay. Child, that's just crazy. The WNBA player, but you're gonna have to figure that. And I completely understand like why so many Americans were upset, and it was just like, bro, y'all are gonna give a Russian terrorist back to them niggas so we can get somebody who was really just being an irresponsible adult. Like, I understand on some American shit. Not only is she an American, she's an American athlete, and she's an American professional athlete, and an American celebrity professional athlete. There was a lot of different levels and a lot of different optics that was showing. So I get it. We had to get her back on just the optics of America. If we're gonna have our WNBA player locked up over there, they gonna think that anything is sweet, But like, really thinking about it, Brittany, why were you smoking a card in Russia? And why were you trying to get back on the flight with it? Like, that's the thing I don't understand. Like, you don't play with airports in America. Why are you playing with airports overseas? I don't even play with cruise ships, bro. Are you serious? Do you know how many times I wanted to take a cart on a cruise ship? I wanted to take an Eddie on a cruise ship. I didn't, because they got customs. They will charge me with drug trafficking. I will be damned. Like, do you think people are playing? Like, that's the thing about adulting. Like, people are not playing with your ass all the time. Like, it's serious. My God, you so right, Bobby. Thank you so much, Karina, for the big hundo. Thank you so much. Like, what the fuck? Bobby do not want you babysitting his kids. No thanks. No thanks. I could have sworn I took a screenshot yesterday, but I'm sure I'll be able to find it regardless. But I'm sure y'all, everybody's seen the commentary on WB and Netflix. God, my phone frozen, y'all. Okay. WB Netflix. That's what I was trying to look up because I want to see the big picture showing all the things that they have. So I was seeing it all day yesterday, but now I can't find it now. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Let's see. Just give me the image I saw yesterday. Thank you. This ain't even it. This isn't even it. It's not even it. Honestly, I may just use this one because I doubt I'm going to find the other ones. We traded a first round pick for a fourth rounder on that swap. Future soldiers will have to deal with that in the future. Bobby, that's so fucked up to think about. Bobby, weren't you also in the army? Or you were in the service? So like you being so for real like that, like no, so you're gonna have to pay for that in the future. They out here getting shot because of a chain smoking lesbian. That hit. That hit. Love to Brittany Reiner though. Love to Brittany Reiner. She from Houston, so shout out to her. What's up, honey? How are you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in, my friend. Okay. So, this is a small dose of the picture that I seen yesterday. The ones I saw yesterday were much more expansive. But, this is just a small example of all the mediums Netflix has now, which I think is so cool. I'm actually just going to look it up here. All the shows Netflix got from the BB. Take me through that, take me through that. Take me through that, take me through that. Oh my god. Bang is annoying. Boom, boom, boom. All right, now I got it. Do not use Microsoft Bing as y'all search engine. It's just so stupid. Take me through that, take me through that. Is that what y'all want me to do? I told y'all I can make me a little sandy list. Let me see. How many people was giving supers? Okay, okay, okay. For sure gonna steal that. Yeah, I'm stealing that. I'm stealing it. Mm-hmm. Genius. Sorry, y'all. I was just getting information. I like looking at other people's shorts to see what other people are doing. There's so many different people on the internet. It's so vast. I love it. Okay. I got the info I needed. Where am I at? I gotta find my live now. Shoot. Oh, Bobby said, I did 21 years in the Army in addition to being an anti Semitism officer. I don't understand how that was a good swap when looking at it from a risk assessment perspective. I never thought it was a good swap. I always looked at it from the optics of me and my man have a joke that America is an entertainment capital. Um, and I do think a very big part of that entertainment is like our military. Like, just we have a lot of war movies and just a lot of propaganda for the military. And I do think I'm kind of getting off topic here, but basically, if we have one of our biggest entertainers kind of locked up somewhere, I do think that we will try our quickest to get them back because that is like kind of our thing. Us having a military is our thing too, but it seems like a lot of other countries started to pick up on that too. But the one thing they can't pick up on is that entertainment, anti-terrorist officer. You know what's crazy? I literally thought either would have worked out for me because it's like, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. We should have anti-Semitism officers, yeah. Make sure ain't nobody spreading racism. Like, shoot, by all means, take me through that. Okay. Okay, so the picture I was looking at earlier is this picture of Netflix and all of the big major brands they now own. Now, from a lot of the other reports I've seen, this business deal isn't going to be fully done until next year. And I'm on some shit like, don't tell me you done something if I'm not going to be able to pull up the Looney Tunes show on Netflix tomorrow. I'm just saying. I understand the realism. And I understand the business side. You literally have to do the business side. But don't tell me Netflix then bought HBO. That's another thing too. They're saying HBO Max is going to operate in a separate medium. One, that's a lie. Not for long. Not for long it won't. But two, they're saying that, this business deal isn't going to last. I mean, it's not going to happen for about another year where we're going to see everything transition for real. But just to really get into the nitty gritty of it, Netflix now owns, as we know, DC, Game of Thrones, the Harry Potter franchise, Looney Tunes franchise, and that goes for all things like kind of associated with the Hanna-Barbera era. So what? And apparently that is everything from DC. Like games and videos as well too. Like, oh my gosh. So that's freaking crazy. So DC, Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, Looney Tunes, and all the Hanna-Barbera associated things like Tom and Jerry, Yogi Bear, Flintstones, all that. Then they also own all of Cartoon Network, Johnny Test, Powerpuff Girls, regular show, Adventure Time. That's freaking crazy. All of Scooby Doo. They own Mad Max as well. They own Supernatural and shows like that. Like all those shows that were on the CW, they own. That's they shit now. Matrix, the Matrix franchise is theirs. The Mortal Kombat franchise is there. They now own the Big Bang Theory and apparently Two and a Half Men. I don't know what that got to do with me, but that's crazy. Like these are a lot of things that they own. So one, not it, like I said yesterday, I feel very indifferent because when it comes to ownership, you become the boss. You're the boss now. So you get to make the major decisions, not only being what gets to be created, but also what goes in the trash. And so if Netflix and the powers that be decide one day, I used this example with my man last night because we just started watching Harry Potter again, and we know they are rebooting the Harry Potter series. They're restarting the whole thing. It's going to be a TV series this time. If the powers that be at Netflix decide, I don't like the 2000s Harry Potter series, I prefer the series where we were kind of attached to it, where we awoken everything's again. And they decide they literally want to trash the Harry Potter series to where you cannot access it on HBO Max. The app they claim is going to operate separately, even though it's literally been purchased by Netflix now, even if it's accessible on Netflix. But we've all seen that before and how Disney and other major franchises have allowed themselves to literally just say, yeah, I don't want this creative medium out to the public no more. I feel like I just don't want it. I remember Disney was throwing away a bunch of like movies from the 1940s. Just because you or even me are not watching a particular film from the 1940s, just because the average American is not watching Little House on the Prairie does not mean Little House on the Prairie should still shouldn't be accessible to to the general public. So that is something I am scared about when it comes to Netflix having full ownership of over all these projects, which is a good thing about having physical media. If you got your own shit, you ain't never got to worry about somebody saying, I don't feel like having this no more. So I for sure got to get Lovecraft Country on physical because, oh my God, it's always threatened. And now it's especially threatened. But echoing off of that point, as I said, you also have the ability to say yes to things being created. I don't know if we're going to see a lot of the same creativity we saw come from Warner Brothers, period, that we did from Netflix. Like I said, Warner Brothers has produced a lot of things. I'm going to go over the ones that we just saw. The Harry Potter franchise, Matrix, and Game of Thrones being one of them. Obviously, Game of Thrones is a TV series. It was on HBO. Matrix was all the way back in the 90s. And Harry Potter was in, 2000s. These are all daughters. They're all children from Warner Brothers. These are all original ideas. Even though Harry Potter was based off a book, I think Game of Thrones maybe as well. Either way, it was brought to Warner Brothers and was then given a yes to go forward. I don't know if Netflix is going to be on that same timing where they really see the whimsical or the need for whimsy in life or just creativity. Because, I mean, let's look at the Poochies things they put out now. But I also was debating with my boyfriend last night that, okay, what if that was their plan? Netflix puts out so much trash things because they know people are going to watch it. They getting their money up so they could put that funny up and bring their serious face on. They want people to actually look at them as cinema and theater because they did have the ability to put out quality content before, being the Marvel series and everything that they had. They also had 13 Reasons Why when it was good and Stranger Things and everything. So they are able to put out good products. I do think that it does still cost. It still does, my gosh, cause for concern. There we go. I do have cause for concern because, once again, I don't know if not only we're going to have people say, I no longer want this medium to exist, or even people saying, I want to push this type of media forward. But I do have another positive side, which is mainly what my body is leaning towards, that they are fully going to take this as their time to have quality content and run with it. Also, thank y'all so much for being here. Can we get this like to 30 likes? This live to 30 likes? Fuck it, this live to 30 likes. Oh my gosh. But that's freaking crazy. I'm going to take a pause real quick and look at y'all comments. I knew I should have blocked this nigga. He was a weirdo from the beginning. Anyways. Lovecraft Country was fired. I have Watchmen on physical already, so I'm real hype about that. But Lovecraft Country is still threatened, so I need it. And it's at $20. It's actually pretty cheap. Actually pretty cheap. Thank you, Bobby. Bobby had my back though. I ain't even peeped that nigga. What's up, Lash? It's good to see you again today. Happy Saturday. How you doing? How you doing? But I will say, I'm also very excited for all these things to be available on Netflix. So that's low-key why I'm upset when they're talking about some HBO Max is still going to be its own independent medium. Why? You literally bought them. I feel like Patrick Starr. Why don't we just take HBO Max and put it over here? I don't get that logic. Oh yeah, we're gonna have Netflix and then HBO Max. But if you don't just come and take my money like you know you want to do, that's the other thing too. Like it's like they want to, like I don't know, like Netflix be acting like a predator. Like really, I don't want to use the full R word, but that's like what I'm tempted to say. Because one, I know y'all are not going to allow HBO Max to operate as its own medium when you have people like Disney literally purchasing Hulu and upping their price because they're about to be the same thing. Now, granted, maybe that's what they mean. You can have a Hulu, like you don't have to download Disney Plus to access Hulu. But Hulu in itself is activated and it is a part of Disney Plus. So just know when you download Hulu, you'd also have access to Disney Plus type shit, but you don't have to download Disney Plus or whatever, which would still kind of be stupid, which I don't understand why we didn't bring all these things together. It's stupid. It's like they're also trying to hide the fact that they're monopolizing things. Nigga, did you know I could see you? We see that you're monopolizing right in front of us. I'm about to Michael Jordan, y'all. Y'all doing what monopolistic monopoli. Hold on, my that's what it is. Monopoly. I already said it. Oh my god. I already said it. It's right there. The proof is in the pudding. So yes, one, it's like they're trying to hide the fact that they're monopolizing when we can literally see you just bought WB for 82 or 83, either way, 80, over 80 billion dollars. And allegedly it was in cash. How you get that much money in cash? I don't know, but I do know it's blood on that money for sure, okay? But anyways, you trying to hide the fact that you're monopolizing people. So, oh no, it's going to separate. It's going to still be its own medium. I don't believe that. Secondly, it's like they want to sneak up the price change on you. One day you'll just be watching whatever trash things we watch on Netflix, and all of a sudden it's going to say, terms of service changed. Okay? Terms of service have changed because your fee is now $60 a month. Why is it $60 a month? Oh, well, now we have access to HBO Max and all these different things. Okay, I knew that though, but like, you're saying I gotta go to HBO Max to still watch it, but like now my Netflix account is connected to my HBO Max account? I'm not understanding. Well, yeah, but like, it's just two separate things. Like, I don't know, it's real predatory. I don't like that. I don't like that. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's real predatory. But I am excited. Because what does this mean for the content that's already been released? My big push is that I would love for there to be independent DC shows, again, like we have for the CW and like they were doing for Marvel. I want them to blend it together. High quality solo character shows. I love it. I love it. Xbox just did this. Yep. What Xbox do? That's another crazy. Like we're going into so many different forms of technology in the future. It's crazy. We're about to literally have a PC console with a Steam machine. Netflix has literally bought Warner Brothers, so I'm sorry, theaters is out of there. Theaters are done. They're done. Cause you cannot tell me when Superman Man of Tomorrow come out, they not gonna hit us with the, oh yeah, it's available July 9th. But it's gonna be available in your home theater on Netflix August 1st. Oh, I'm gonna just wait till August then. That's fine. That's fine. What are theaters gonna do? You already see they selling themselves. Selling themselves. They over here purchasing nonsensical items to make popcorn buckets that you can play with. Making toy popcorn buckets. That's the only way they can get people to come up in there and spend freaking giraffe nut prices to watch a movie that we can literally watch at home. Truly. I believe going to the movie theater now, it would be $15 per person. $15 per ticket per person. And then you still have to get food. And the food is not even fulfilling. That's the other thing. Me and my family don't even like going to normal theaters anymore because I'm going to be here. I'm going to want a full meal. So that's another thing with watching movies at your house. I could just host my own pizza night. I can get me a Domino's pizza. They giving us 2 large 2-topping pizzas for $20. I just purchased this movie for $20. I've only spent $40 for a family of 5 to sit down, relax, and watch the new Superman. But you telling me on average, family of 5, $15 each. Let me do my quick math in my head. It's 25, 5. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is that not $65, $70 once we get the taxes? Just for tickets? And then we still have to get food? And it's not even food. It's popcorn, candy, nachos. Like, it's ridiculous. Nobody's going to want to go to a theater no more. I'm going to have it all at home. So, yeah, technology, we about to hit a different thing that I've ever seen before. Oh my gosh. And then for somebody like my dad, who literally buys physical DVDs just so he could put them on his flash drive, when that Steam machine come, which he claimed he don't want because he's waiting for when we get 3D holographic edits and stuff. Sir. Anyways, if anything, I'll get it for him because he always makes sure I have the up-to-date things. Xbox, Game Boy, 3DS, 3DS XL, DS XL, Wii U, the Connect is trash as that shit was. Got me the PlayStation 5. He got me the PlayStation 5 twice. Twice. Who you don't do it twice? And the first time he got it, I sold it so I could change it out for Nintendo Switch. And then I was like, Dad, I want one again. Got it for me twice. So yeah, if I gotta do my big one and get him the Steam machine, cause he get the PSP, you know I was a lit bitch because I had the PSP. Let's not. Y'all know I was that bitch. If you had a PSP, you were just lit as a kid. So I have to repay him by giving him the Steam machine when it comes out. But anyways, with that being said, you mean to tell me we could literally have the Netflix level gallery, because somebody like my dad is downloading all these different movies and whatnot, putting them on his flash drive. He can have that. Let's make sure we're liking the live, y'all. Thank you so much. Let's make sure we're liking the live. Something got deduced. I'm not understanding. Let's make sure we're liking the live because I will straight up pause this right now. I don't think I understand it. I'm working on a Saturday. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, so I do feel like with somebody like him, I'm surely not going to go to the theaters no more because I have the Netflix gallery without even having to have the Netflix app on my device with this Steam machine. Technology is going to take us so many places. But let me see. Y'all up in here commenting. Let me see. Let's not talk about theaters. 23K loss on AMC. You saying you lost 23K or that's their fees? Honestly, fuck AMC. I don't know. I don't ever know if AMC theaters has nothing to do with the AMC channel, but because they're the same, I'm gonna say they're the same. So honestly, AMC can go in the river and drown. I don't care. I don't care. Hiked up their prices. Usually when a game gets older, it gets cheaper. It's been out for 5 years and now it costs $200 more. What? Who? Who hiked up their prices? I know you're not saying that's what PlayStation did. As many PlayStations I see in the pawn shop. That's crazy. You're paying for the movie experience. Bobby, I have an 80-inch TV at my parents' house. I don't need to go to a movie theater for a movie theater. I have an 80-inch TV and a soundbar. I don't need to go to a movie theater for the movie theater experience. I don't. What's the movie theater experience? Badass kids, funky seats, $75 on a family of 5. What is the movie theater experience? Seeing trailers to movies I don't want to see or I've already seen because of YouTube? What is the movie theater experience in 2025, Bobby? My goodness. Come on now, like, and trust, I understand. You know I'm anti-tech for a lot of big things. But we got to remember, in terms of convenience, that is one of the things that sent technology up there, was literally the convenience. It's becoming an inconvenience to go and watch a movie with your family. So why wouldn't you want to be on the more conventional side? Like, I'm just saying. Age, AMG. I mean, I'm more of a simmer. I'm a simmer and I'm a GTA'er. That's my thing. I'm going to just tell you straight up like that. I ain't no gamer like that for real. I do want to get into like Call of Duty and Modern Warfare and stuff. I do want to do that, like first-person shooter games. My oldest daughter have every game. Used to keep my card attached to the account until she went crazy one day. Bobby, you let your young daughter have your debit card attached to her account? My father know better than that. He gave me his debit card one time. I had that for 2 years. He did not get it back until the card expired. Are you serious? Bobby, do not ever give a woman your card. You should know that. You're married. Bobby, that was your own mistake. Sir, Bobby, I bet you're the bald dad, just like my dad. She don't get everything she want. I understand. Trust. As a spoiled daughter, I understand. Don't leave that card on anything. Xbox up their price. I could have sworn Xbox became like an online only type thing. Like they kind of just gave up being physical and shit. I don't know enough about Xbox. I don't even care. I lost $23,000 shorting the stock and it went up. You lost $23,000 for AMC? Bobby, I think that should tell you enough right there. We are Americans. Americans kind of equals capitalist, and you know, capitalists speaking the language of money talks. You mean to tell me you still support movies, but your movie theaters are literally gurgling up blood in the stock area? It's telling you to let it go. Can't do it no more. That's what it's saying. Come on, Bobby. I go for the trailers and Raisinets. Bobby, please. What's that old Chris Rock joke? I never thought I would quote that. Women be shopping, Bobby. You should know this. Like, you should know this. My thing is like shopping for books. I legit will spend a bag on books. I think I spent $200 on comics before. Not even joking. I think the vlog is still up on my page. I spent $200 on comics. Now, to be fair, they ain't got no right to be pricing them that freaking high. But I also ain't had no reason to be purchasing them. That's my fault. Dang it! Ain't nothing but my own fault. I fell victim to the prettiness. It's too much. It's too much. That's so crazy. Since you mentioned that, I actually have a coupon for DoorDash. But I don't order DoorDash. I don't even know if I can make an account. I got kicked off in high school because I was only tipping the drivers 15 cents. So I don't even know if they're going to let me make another account. I don't think they like me over there. I've already created a reputation for myself, okay? No thanks. No thanks. In the middle of the street. Oh, girl. I was gonna read Korean, but she on some extra shit today. My wife buys random house stuff from Amazon. I don't need a special rag to wash dishes when I have a machine. Maybe she wanted the special rag to wash dishes, Bobby. Why it gotta be about you? I guarantee you, when a woman purchases something, she is not thinking about you, Bobby. Like, it's not for you. No, sir. And how you even know the rag was for washing dishes? What if it was for drying? You see, you don't think like a woman, Bobby. It's not you like, ooh, y'all so linear. Men think so linear sometimes. Lord have mercy. Something gotta be for one thing only. Why? Why? Oh my gosh, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I think I'm about to get off here. I've been real strong, but my needy Aunt Sally has come for a visit, and she's extra needy this weekend, okay? So I think I've done my chill because I want to get too amped up today and too hype. I'm not doing all that. Not doing all that. She brings this random stuff to me asking what I think. If that is your response when she asks what you think and you say, why would I need this? Bobby, you're going to be on to your third wife, okay? You might want to fix that. Sound like Stanley Hudson. I don't apologize. I only apologize when I think I'm wrong, and I'm not. I told the same thing to my first wife, and I'll tell the same thing to my third wife, too. All right, Bobby. You and I both. Oh, I think thank y'all so much for being here with me, especially on a Saturday. I was not playing about it being a sedated Saturday. Your girl was chill today. But I thank y'all so much for spending your chill time with me. I'm about to go ahead and chill myself. Hopefully watch some more Harry Potter with my man and just enjoy this lovely Saturday. I hope y'all have an amazing rest of your day. I hope you were as entertained as I was by these random factoids, by y'all and by myself as I was you. And as always, I thank you so much for being the best start to my day. Okay, y'all make sure you hydrate, eat some good food, don't do drugs, but find some weed somewhere if you can, and just rejoice in this wonderful day that the Lord has made, y'all. And have an amazing Saturday, because I sure am. Now that I'm done with you fucks. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I don't have an interest for a third wife. Period, Bobby. So you might want to fix your responses, okay? All right, y'all. I'm about to be outie, Andre 3000, and I'm going to see y'all next time. It is so hard to say goodbye to my life, but I got to do it because I'm tired, motherfucker. All right? I love y'all so much. God bless. Please be sure to watch my other videos. If you haven't, leave a like and sub on any and everything. I have also set up an official playlist for all of my lives. So if you want to see more of the Alexa Luther Show, I am available anytime, any place, anyway. Oh, wait, that did not sound right. You know what? Now I got to get off the show. All right, I'm going to see y'all later. Love y'all. God bless. Godspeed. Deuces. Mwah.